Anything that you want to attract into your life, you have to be on the vibration to receive. Anything that you're currently attracting into your life right now, you are on that vibration. And determining what you receive is based upon if you have stored emotions, if you have limiting beliefs, if you have traumas that have been held within yourself. All of this is going to determine what vibration you are at. Everything is energy. Everything is frequency. And we know this. Our ancestors knew this. The ancient traditions know this. They know that every single thing is energy. Because what is running your body currently? What's doing that? It's not the food that you're eating. It's not the water that you're drinking. Sure, they contribute to it, but what are they? They are energy. Everything is energy. Your body is energy, and you emit a vibration. You emit a frequency, and we can change these vibrations and change these frequencies so that you resonate on the level of what you wish to attract into your life. And that's what I'm going to be talking about with you today, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's simple practices that allow for this. It comes from stillness, it comes from meditation, it comes from breath work, and that's what I'm going to talk about. First and foremost, look at your life currently. Take a snapshot of it. Zoom out for a minute. Where is your life at right now? And get really concise. Get really in tune with that. Be honest with yourself. Where is your life currently at? Do you have everything that you want? Do you have the people in your life that you want? Do you have the relationship that you want? The career, the business? Probably not if you clicked on this video. So what we have to do is see and get really honest with ourselves. Get really honest with yourself. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Because letting that go is going to be what allows your vibration to rise. So everything is based upon a vibration scale. On the bottom, we have shame, guilt, fear, grief. On the top, we have love, abundance, gratitude. When we are resonating at love and abundance and gratitude, that's when an amazing relationship flows to us. That's when more money flows to us. That's when we get a raise or we bring on a new client that is so ideal. When we are at shame and guilt and resonating at this level with all these negative thoughts and negative patterns that are going on in our mind, well, then we attract the toxic relationship. We live in scarcity. We don't have enough money to pay the bills because we're at this level. And limiting beliefs and fears and doubts and shame are at this level too. So we have to let that go in order to rise up to those higher vibrations. To give you a little bit of context, about 2 years ago, when I was at a really, really hard time in my life, I kept having the same types of women in toxic relationships show up into my life. Really manipulative, toxic relationships that did not serve me, that left me feeling horrible. I also just didn't have enough money at times. And then eventually I started to make more money, but then I would lose it. And it was because of all these stored emotions and traumas that I was holding onto inside of myself that I never really sat with. So everything in my life was not in alignment. It wasn't in tune with what I actually desired. But it wasn't until I started sitting with myself and seeing where these things came from that I started to attract better relationships, a better career into my life. But at first, I had to sit with myself and sit with all the darkness, sit with all the low vibrations I was holding onto that were within me. Because you are an energetic being, you hold on to emotions, you hold on to traumas, and it gets stored within your energy, it gets stored within your nervous system. And we have to release that if we want to raise our vibration. So when you go on this path, first get clear. What is it that you want? So if you want more money in your business, say that. If you want better relationships, write that down. If you want to travel more, if you want a nice house, write that down. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Now, sit with yourself and really take some time for yourself. We often don't do this because we're in constant go, go, go. Really sit with yourself and start to feel into what are you holding on to that is keeping you from that desired destination. So get clear on what the destination is. What does it look like? What does it feel like? I'll write out my 1-year vision, my 5-year vision. Where do I want to get? What does it look like? Who am I surrounded with? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? Get really in tune with that, and then get really real with yourself and see, okay, where am I at right now that is keeping me from that? What do I have to let go of to get there? And then when you get clear on that, then it's time to start sitting with yourself. So how do you do that? Well, the body has to feel safe to start expressing what it's holding on to. If we are in constant go, go, go survival mode and we never take time for ourselves, well, then we are very disconnected from our body and we're up in our minds. So we have to instill a practice that allows for stillness so that we can get out of our constant thinking mind, because this is not where all the traumas, the stored emotions and everything is held. It's held within the body, and the mind is just reacting to that. So we have to use a practice to get into the body. How do we do that? Breath work, deep breath work, is a very powerful way. This is what I did when I was in this really hard time in my life and had to start healing. I started to do breath work every single day. And what it consisted of was sometimes it would be 15 minutes, sometimes it would be 30, sometimes I would do full hour-long sessions. And you don't have to start there. All that you have to do at first is take 30 breaths in through your mouth and out through your mouth. And on the 30th breath, take a big breath in, hold for a minute. And then once you do that, your body will be in more of a state where it's tapping out of the mind and it's going within, because you're focusing on the breath. You're starting to clear out stagnant energies that are kept within yourself. And then once you do that, then just sit for 5 minutes and focus on the breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. So do those 30 big breaths, hold at the top, then in through the nose, out through the mouth. Do it for 5 minutes and start sitting with yourself. Because over time, the more that you do this, the more your body will feel safe to start to let out emotions, start to let out what is held inside. The more time we take for ourselves in stillness, the more our body will feel comfortable to release what it's holding on to. It comes from stillness and it comes from sitting with yourself. The breath allows you to get out of the mind, go into the body, which helps you have that connection, because everything that you're holding on to is held within. So start doing this practice. And as you start doing this practice, you can take it longer. Maybe you can look up one of my videos, or you can do an hour-long breathwork session, or just work your way up to 15, 30, then 60 minutes. Because the breath, what it allows you to do is, as I've said, go into the body. As you do longer sessions, it really allows you to get into an unconventional state of consciousness. This unconventional state of consciousness is different than what you're in now, and it allows you to zoom out and see, where are my traumas held? Where are my stored emotions held? Where are my limiting beliefs held? Where are my fears held? And where do they come from? Where's the root cause? And when you get into this unconventional state, you can start to feel and have these things come up, and you can use your breath to start to let it out, start to let it go. We can use our breath. When we're in a breathwork session, we're breathing very deeply and we feel all these emotions and we allow them to rise. And when we do that, when we allow what we've held on to inside for so long to rise to the surface, we see it, we give ourselves the permission to feel it, and then we can give ourselves forgiveness. And that's what ultimately allows us to let it go. And then when that's no longer holding us back, then we can raise our vibration. So over time, as you meditate, as you do more breath work, you are really raising your vibration. You're raising your energy, because you're clearing out that stagnant negative energy that's lowering your vibration. And you're therefore allowing the vibration to rise. Because when you do a breathwork session, as I do them with my clients, then we can raise the vibration by focusing on, okay, I've cleared out this space. Now what do I want to fill it with? And I can bring in more love, more joy, more abundance, and I can see and feel what it's like to have that when we get into this unconventional state. But all that it starts with is just sitting with yourself for 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes at night, and starting to allow your body the space that it needs to release the emotions, the stored energy that you've held inside. So it starts simple, and then you can work your way up. So start with that practice. To tell you again, 30 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. On the last one, big breath in. Hold for about a minute, and then just go into normal breaths. And just start to sit with yourself. Close down the eyes. Do this in a quiet setting. Start to do it each day. And over time, you'll start to see, okay, I'm noticing better people come into my life. I'm noticing that I don't have as many toxic relationships come in. I notice that things just start to come my way. Like synchronicities are starting to happen in my life. It's really beautiful to see because you're resonating at that higher level. So give this a try and let me know how it goes. I'm going to be doing a guided meditation activation session this Monday, October 23rd at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to help you clear out some stagnant energies and raise your vibration. When we come together in ceremony or in a session like this, it allows the collective consciousness to rise. And that's what we're going to be doing together. So if you're interested in joining that, it's completely free. Click the first link down below, and I hope to see you there. If not, please make sure to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.